Welcome back, everybody, to the very first of hopefully six Q&As at the end of every book. I've decided that that's something that we're going to do. At the end of every book, we'll sit down and we'll have a chat about anything you guys really want to talk about that happened in the last book. And in future books, we could even go back to previous ones to explore, I guess, like threads that were left behind or not left behind. So, yeah, so let's just jump straight into that. And I'll unmute you guys. And how you guys doing tonight?
What's up, guys?
Uh,
Oh god, I actually already have one question to ask you, Adam.
Oh, yeah.
oh wow.
Just jump in straight away. Cool.
Oh yeah, I know exactly the question.
I'm down.
Amiko's brother, if Toshi had gone down there, were you gonna have them be alive or dead
Gone down where exactly?
to kill him into the
Oh. I actually, on that one, I can't answer that one because obviously, like, there will be things that I won't be able to answer, and there will be things that you guys don't have to answer. So we are going to open up questions from chat as well soon. So
So you can't actually answer
I can answer
if
that
you're
one.
Oh,
I
you
can answer that
can.
one. So yeah, he was going to be dead already by the time you got there.
Damn.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I had made the decision that basically the as soon as there was a quiet moment, that was the decision he made. So yeah,
And then we
unfortunately for
killed her.
you,
Damn. It would have been funny if Toshi was just like, oh, he's still alive. Not for long.
not for long. But yes, this is going to be a more interactive Runelords session, I guess you could say. But yeah, so I have actually got, I believe I have chat popping up. Yes, there we go. I do have chat popping up on the screen here. That's not a great place for it. So how about we?
One second.
Uh, is anyway. I was trying to put a black screen behind it, but bear with me. It's gonna be. Aha. Yeah, let's put it over that side, I guess. Can't even move that I don't think so. Let me adjust everything on the fly here, and let's get some questions in chat. Have you guys got any questions for either me at the moment or for the players about their characters? Now, as I said, they might not spill all of their secrets, but you can always try.
I have beans, and maybe I can spill 5.
That's fair. That is fair. Seems fair to me, at least. Was there anything that the players missed that I can talk about? That's a really interesting question. Not yet, because
Dang.
there is still a very real opportunity for them to go back and not miss it. So yeah, not yet, but there is a few things that they have missed for sure, and obviously you know that, and I'm sure that the players know that as well. But yeah,
How
not
many ti
yet.
how many times did I make useless investigation checks?
How many times? So many. So many. You have no idea. I mean, like, I'm very, very into it, but so many. It's very funny.
What point were you just like,
Let's.
shut up? We need to move on.
I actually don't think I had. I don't think I had
Uh,
one of those points, to be honest.
that means
Um.
I need to do more.
Well, look.
Every single floor tile shall be investigated
Don't you
individually.
dare. Don't you dare. Every single floor
Every
tile
single.
will have an undiscoverable trap that stabs you in the eye the moment you look at it. If you don't look at it, it doesn't activate.
But by looking at the room, they should all activate then.
Look, look. If you don't investigate, how about that?
How will it know that I'm investigating it?
You know what? You know what, Raven? Stop it. That fix. I think
Answer the
that
question.
it did
God.
fix it. It did fix it. Brilliant. Uh, oh god. I want to remove background. Let's see if I break my entire stream right now. I didn't. Good. Sweet. Good to know. That's a great question, Curdles, but I wish I could answer that. Unfortunately. No, not yet. I guess I have a few questions for you guys. Actually,
Okay.
yeah. We'll start with Raven.
Yeah.
How's Toshi feeling at the moment? How's she doing?
So she's pissed off about the chest still.
Yeah, that's fair.
That I don't think is ever going to leave them.
Yep.
Um, the bar thing, that's sometimes that just happens to people and Toshi's over it.
Yep.
Me IRL had secondary, or what is it? It's I had empathetic embarrassment.
Secondhand. Yep. Yeah. I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. I
We're just
feel
like,
that.
oh no.
Yeah.
But Toshi's literally just like, I don't care anymore.
That's good. That's good. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care in a good way, or
At what point do you think Toshi is healthy psychologically?
that's yeah. Okay.
No.
All right. That's a fair call.
Okay.
Toshi is definitely not okay mentally in general.
It's just their mindset is literally just like either I die adventuring or I come back to my wife with a bunch of stories.
Oof. No, that's fair. Um, does Toshi? How long does Toshi believe that is going to be at this point?
Well, Toshi is actually at an impasse right now
Mm-hmm.
because at this point Toshi is a lot more okay with themselves and they're thinking they want to head back.
Back to Magnemar.
But yes,
Yeah, right.
this this is where Toshi's neutrality runs into problems because there are still people that need to be helped in Sandpoint,
Is
but
that?
also, yeah,
Ow.
there's still threads to follow.
Are there?
Yeah, fucking demon thing in ancient basement of who knows what.
It's fine.
No, it isn't. At what
That's a
point?
really good point actually. Question
At what point?
from Curdles. Toshi
Huh?
needs to or Toshi wants to?
Wants to for
Wants
what?
to.
Wants.
These threads that are remaining. You said that there are people that need to be helped or want to help. So is it a need for Toshi or is it a want for Toshi?
Toshi's not sure themselves.
Okay, so it's kind of like a drive of some kind that even
Yeah,
they don't really
it's
understand.
it's. I want to help people, but I want to think of myself.
Okay, that's fair.
So it's a very much clashing ideas.
I definitely get that. It's very I would say almost even combative in
Yeah,
like there's two very different ideas there.
this is
What?
how you play neutrality, guys.
Yeah.
Is it's literally going like, well,
Well,
either I can be a good person or I can think of myself. Neither of these are inherently bad options for me.
for me, yes. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no, definitely. That's really cool. I like that. So, moving on to yourself, Chuck.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah, how
I'm
are
fine.
you doing?
So fine.
How are you feeling? And this is one of my questions. How are you feeling about how Voron is doing? How are you feeling about where he is and where it looks like he's headed?
I am very torn about it, if I'm
Hmm.
entirely honest,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Uh,
On his
and
part or on your
some,
part?
on my part, to
Yeah.
play that character.
Hmm. I get
Um,
that.
some days it's a lot of hard. It's really hard to be present enough to do that work in that character as well as in myself.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, I mean, I like the story of it, and I enjoy the character, and I enjoy exploring what those things can be. And it's definitely things that I want to build on, but it's a lot of work. So I'm torn between this is the story, and some days I don't want to turn up because it's effort.
I get that.
Being completely honest,
Yeah,
like
no,
openly.
I want honesty. Like I love that. And I love that you can be very that upfront about it for sure.
We've spoken about this. I'll talk to
Yeah.
you about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. And
I always feel
for
better.
everyone listening, if there is ever an issue, I would hope that all of my players come to me and speak to me about it like as soon as it becomes an issue. I don't want to ever force anyone to do something that they don't want to do personally and in character. In and out of character. So yeah. So if yeah, so if there is a hesitancy to play a week, I don't want you guys to think, oh, it's a stream, we have to play. We don't.
Mhm.
Definitely not. And I'm sure
Always,
everyone watching will understand that as well.
I'm always glad that I do play.
Yeah, I'm glad.
When I
I'm
feel a
glad.
bit tenuous about playing, and then I do end up playing, I always feel better after I've played. And even if Warren is not exactly as Warren as he could be for that session, for whatever reason, it feel better that I've done that and put the work in and created that bit of that story.
Honestly, I love it. I love his story and where it's going and where it's already gone so far. It's one of my favorites ever at the moment. I'm very, very, very cool with that. I'm not sure if you guys have got the stream up, but Curdle
I do.
says, I do get that vibe for Voron. He's such a protector, and that would be a huge emotion drain to be. And yes, 100%, it would be. How can you not, when you're playing someone that gives so much of themselves to everyone else, how can you not give like that as a person? And I know that that's the kind of person that you are, so
I
yeah.
guess is one of the reasons that it's a um, one of the reasons that it is such a drain is it's an externalization of some of my own traits
Mm,
that I'm having to deal with on several different emotional levels at the moment.
mm, yeah,
So
get that.
You have such a profound reason, and literally Toshi is just the chaos part of me.
Well,
that's
Curdles did
fine.
just say, yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, definitely. Curdles did just say, with Toshi around too, must be even harder, pretty much. Like,
Having Toshi around is like having my kids around.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
constantly on high alert.
Just throws a spanner in the works, just at every possibility. I actually love what Toshi brings to the party as well, because I feel like if it was just like Solomon and Voron and literally anybody else that I have ever seen play, it would be very serious and it would be a very straight and narrow, very, very masculine like chest beating kind of thing.
God.
Not
um,
the intent at all, but
oh no, no, and it's definitely not. But that being
Did,
said, what Toshi does is they soften. I would say they soften the rest of the party, and
with
they force them to accept that uh, it doesn't have to be so crazy serious all the time.
Mhm.
But yeah, and I love that. I love that. That's what Toshi is.
Yeah, that's what you get with all of my chaotic characters, so have fun if you
Yeah,
ever meet another one.
amazing. I'm very,
And
very
if you
down.
ever meet a chaotic neutral fire kineticist and I'm playing them, good luck.
Kineticist is banned.
You'll have to ban me first.
You're not. I'm not banned. I quit. What?
You can't fire me if I quit.
That's it. You can't fire me. I quit. That's it. That's it. But yeah, no. Like I love that the both of you have characters that are so like very clearly a part of yourself, and I think that's how you get some of the absolute best characters ever.
yeah,
God.
that certainly makes for an interesting dynamic
Oh, definitely.
between the
And
two of us.
yeah, definitely. And you don't have to act as much either. So
No,
I
yeah,
definitely, yeah,
I also know
better that way.
Toshi's way too many parts myself because I didn't even need a game or two to get into their personality. I was just directly in, and this is how it's going now.
yeah. No, I get that. Personally, I started a character. I'm just going like, oh yeah, he's very very into like ancient cultures and dead languages. Loves that. Loves the learning thing. Turns out, old mate is the personification of my ADHD.
Oh God.
It's
That's great.
fantastic. It's fantastic. So
Yeah.
That's so great.
stupid. But I'd say he's probably my one of my favorite characters that I've ever played. So Curdle says for as draining as it is, it comes on so much more genuine in Voron, and I'm in complete agreement with that one for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Vorn is so nice, and Toshi is.
A bit of a dick.
Toshi's a bit of a dick, but Toshi also thinking of their own safety and their own feelings most of the time.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. But that's that neutrality again
Mhm.
sort of thing as well. Yeah, chaotic, yeah, neutral, but also a selfish character. So that's fine. There's no issues with that whatsoever. But I find myself wondering how Toshi is going to grow in the future. Is that selfishness going to stay, or is it going to morph into something else? Is that neutrality going to stay, or is that going to morph into something else? If Toshi is surrounded by amazing, good people, such as Voron, and yeah, what effect is that going to have on her in the long run?
Oh. So, Toshi personality-wise, from as long as they've hung out with Vorn, has not changed at all. The,
Fair.
probably some of the few people who could probably change Toshi is her wife, Amiko. Yeah, those are the two people who could drastically change Toshi very quickly. Um, but yeah, there's a high chance that if something ever happens to her wife, there might be anti-paladin levels in the future.
Seems fair.
I'm not evil, I just want vengeance.
Yikes. No, that's fair. I get that.
Don't worry, it'll be fine, Adam.
It'll be fine. It'll be
It'll
fine.
be fine. Don't worry, I'll
Um,
be a lawful good paladin of Asmodeus.
hmm,
It works as a
I
way to do
know
it.
you can technically do it. I just don't like it.
Nope.
Nope. Bad vibes.
It's so weird that you can do that.
Yeah, it's so
Anyway.
weird. So Curtis has got another question. Do you guys have any kind of goals that they want to see from your characters? Um, you don't have to let you don't have to let everything on. But let's start with Raven. What kind of goals does Toshi? What kind of goals do you have? Do you as a player have for Toshi?
Oh god. I just want to see where Toshi goes.
Hmm.
Where that chaotic personality takes this game.
Yeah, I get
Toshi,
that.
on the other hand, has a side goal, quote unquote,
Hmm.
which has to do with a specific runaway.
Chasing down Merc, is it?
Yes.
I guess my
Toshi's going
question
to
is
do what is
why? Why?
abandoned.
Because
First of all, he abandoned us
Hmm.
for no other reason than torture, which is something Toshi will kill somebody over, as seen with a specific, what is it, bugbear? No, he's not a bugbear. Is he a bugbear?
Brothasmus.
Yes,
Yeah,
Prothasmus.
he was a bugbear.
Okay. And second part of just like, honestly, Toshi was very willing to kill that person beforehand,
Yep.
and now that she's gone, Toshi wants to make sure that job is finished,
Okay. Interesting. Fair enough.
which is a very Toshi's doing it or wants to finish that job because they're evil, surprisingly.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that. What about for you, Chuck, of Vorin?
I
I know,
think
I
the
know
most,
you do.
I think the most immediate thing
Yeah.
is somehow get new hammer. Like the most short-sighted goal
Yeah.
possible.
Understandable.
Is
You do have at least a week off,
yeah,
a week of downtime, so you've got some time.
it's not going to be enough to make one.
Hmm.
They're not cheap.
True. The most dwarven goal. Yeah,
I
100%.
Make
need my
hammer.
hammer back.
Make hammer. Have hammer. Will travel.
Yeah, don't have a hammer anymore.
Don't have hammer.
Wait,
Cannot travel.
I
do I need to be
think if sorry,
I was about to ask, do I need to be trained to do craft skills? And you don't. So Toshi could help you.
Yeah, Toshi could help for sure. Sounds like a
Toshi
great
is not
idea.
allowed to help. It's a very specific thing for Warren. I
Yes,
think
that's a great question. Would Voron let Toshi?
no, no, he wouldn't. I don't. Warren probably wouldn't even let the Forge Master help with the hammer because
Yeah,
it is such a personal and specific thing.
yeah.
As much as the hammer that he had originally was very genetic as far as dwarven long hammers go,
Hmm.
it was in Warren's past. It was a very important thing to get given your hammer. It
Hmm.
was your your thing. Like,
Oops.
here's your
No,
hammer.
this that
You
Oh
that was
now
no.
you can
actually
go out upon the world.
that was actually a wonderful moment for Voron as a character, I would think, because this is pretty much asking him the questions of does he want to keep the bonds that he once held, or does he want to choose something new?
It's a
So
fantastic question.
that's a very interesting question. Um,
Keeping in mind,
the
you do not
answer
have to answer them right now if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I know, but I know.
Yep.
The answer is both yes and no at the same time for different reasons.
Yep.
I think with the new hammer, if I am going to forge it, I'm going to change the shape of the head. It's not going to be a giant's head. I think it'll probably be a goblin skull.
Okay.
just as a little bit more of a this is what I've cut my teeth on now,
Mm. Mm.
I guess.
I was
This is
I was about to make the joke of it's a fox head.
Very well could have
yeah,
been.
yeah, very well could have done.
I think Toshi can run faster.
Just.
You don't. Doesn't matter how far you run. If I hit you, you're dead.
This is
Uh,
true, especially
I
after
wouldn't
this
say
last level.
that. Toshi can now finally somewhat keep up with you for damage when they get sneak attack.
I mean, that's true. Sneak attack is nasty.
You have to
Mhm.
get your sneak attack against me though.
Very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Don't remind me, I'm a ranged rogue.
And there's a 25% chance that I just ignore it anyway.
Yeah,
Fortification for the win.
that's why I killed Solomon first.
Of course, of course.
Uh,
But
yeah,
what about for you, Chuck? What are your goals for Voron?
my goals for Varn.
Yeah.
Um, finish his commitment to the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Do his rounds of food again because he hasn't done that in a little while.
Yep.
Get that. Set up somebody to take over
Mm-hmm.
because it feels like Varn's not going to be there anymore. Um, and I don't know. After that, it's see where this takes him because I mean I don't know what's coming in the story or where we're meant to go. But if
I love that you have no idea.
well, I don't want to know because then that spoils it for
Yeah.
myself. So and we're creating the story.
Yeah.
So um,
Let's go to Karamaga and just completely derail the game.
let's not. Um,
Please don't. I will
Varn
just pick up another AP. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Varn needs to accept that this is the new squad
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Mm.
And yeah, get through that.
I have a question for Voran. How much on a regular basis does he want to strangle Toshi?
It's a fantastic question.
Not very often.
I believe
Oh,
that
that's
actually.
surprising. Toshi expects the party to want to strangle them
Yeah.
almost every 30 minutes.
No,
No,
I don't.
I actually feel like Toshi is quite a well liked figure.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Like
Weirdly,
for
Yeah.
some reason.
yeah.
Who knows why,
It,
but for some reason, Toshi is very endearing. Yes, I think that's definitely part of it.
I think it's the mixture of Toshi's very chaotic, but also they don't do things maliciously
Yeah,
for the most part,
yeah,
except for what that guard said. That
yeah,
was malicious. That
yeah.
was
That's
meant to
fair.
kill.
Oof. Yeah, no, I get that for
And
sure.
and I bet you the guards know who Toshi is and won't mess with Toshi in that way anymore.
Most likely, for sure. Yes.
That's concerning. I feel like I've missed something there.
Do
You
you
remember when
remember? Yeah,
Toshi just murdered the guard with words?
Guard was having. I think it was somewhere around. It was just after. It was just before the glassworks,
Mhm.
and
I think
Toshi. Yeah,
it was directly after, was that, no, that was was exploring the caverns before or after the glassworks?
after.
It, after, okay, never
Hmm.
mind.
Yeah.
It was before the
Um,
glasswork.
it could have actually been in between the glassworks and the underground complex there. Could have been somewhere in there. But yeah, so a guard just gave Toshi some lip, and
Toshi's
she
famous words of,
they yeah
that face ain't worth the family jewels, hun.
Just absolutely destroyed him.
Right.
Poor dude.
Was that
Because it
what was
was
that another
Toshi
boy?
asking,
Oh,
"Do you know what happened
I don't
last night?" And that was continuously happening between the
Yeah,
guards.
yeah,
And Toshi would
yeah,
just walk away before she said anything. And then this guard actually said yes, and they went back and forth a few times.
yeah.
And he insinuated that Toshi was peeking on him, jerking the Gurk.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
right. Wow.
insinuated
Yeah.
that. And Toshi had said that.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. All right, let's move on to the next question. Um, what was
No, we're
your
not moving on.
yeah, very, very quickly moving on from that, yes. um, what was your favorite moment of this book for either yourselves or another character or whatever? What was your favorite moment? And we'll start with Chuck this time.
Just just kicking down the door and charging the goblin chief.
Oh
Just
yeah,
so done with this. You're
yeah.
dead.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I
Kicks down
feel
door.
that.
Fuck you.
Varun's just like, I'm tired. I want to go home. You're standing in the way. I get that for
God.
sure. That was a very cool moment for sure, and I'm glad I sort of ended on that cliffhanger there
Yeah.
because I was
I
kind of like worried that battle would take a very long time,
didn't.
Yeah.
but it ended up
It
taking
took
like
a decent
20
amount
minutes,
of
and
time.
that's about it.
Yeah.
Dear. What about for yourself, Raven? What was your favorite part?
God, I love each and every time Toshi failed a charisma check.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Because it was just so,
so good. Just oh,
yeah.
mwah.
Because a little bit of Toshi cried that day and broke that day every time that
Yep,
happened.
yep, fantastic.
Second part
Um,
is I
yep,
loved when you forced I oh, that's a question that I need to ask. What would have happened if Toshi forced their shape change while in that weird hybrid form?
great question. What was the rest of that thought? I'll get to that in a moment.
Oh no, like that entire thing,
Hmm.
that was very interesting and showed a bit of Toshi there,
Yeah,
who is literally just a scared person dealing with the world.
yeah. That's kind of I like. To be honest, that is kind of where I wanted to take that.
Mhm.
Um, it was kind of to show not just sort of not just give everyone else an idea that something's not quite right with Toshi, um, but
I
also
think the fox did
to
that.
yeah, the fox definitely did that, and you did that to yourself, and that was hilarious. Um,
Toshi was just waiting for them just to catch on, just so that she can tease them
yeah,
by going,
yeah,
"I'll tell you when we get back, and someone owes me a drink for this."
yeah. No, definitely for sure. You're never getting that drink, by the way,
Oh no,
ever.
Toshi's gonna get that drink.
No.
Toshi's gonna get that drink.
Good luck. Um, so to answer your question,
Huh?
if you were to try and force the shape change,
Mhm.
one of three things would have happened, depending on which form you tried to shape into.
Okay.
If you tried to go into the human form,
Mhm.
you would have taken a small amount of damage.
Okay.
Probably somewhere in the vicinity of 1 to 2d6 or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, if you tried to shape into your hybrid form, it actually would have worked.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it's a
I
lot
guess that
closer
makes
to a
sense.
monstrous form.
Yeah.
If you had tried to shape into your fox form, because there's a lot more size difference, you probably would have taken probably between 2d6 to 4d6 damage.
That's lethal.
Yeah. Yep. I would have, to be fair, I would have warned you and it would have taken there would have been a warning, and you would have been able to pull out.
Okay.
So, as an example, because I figured that you would try to change shape, so I was like, okay, how do I give them this warning without it being a "you sure you want to do that" kind of thing? So what I probably would have done is something along the lines of, yeah, you it's not a natural feeling, this change. There is a resistance there that you have never felt before, and it actually
Painful.
kind of hurts a little.
It's painful. Stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It kind of hurts a little, and then I would leave that in your hands. You know, if you then continue to force that change, you take the damage.
Would I
Um,
then look normal? Or would I have still kept the
that's an interesting question, actually. I don't know.
because I'm pretty sure that's a polymorph effect still, isn't it?
Would you believe me if I told you it was a homebrew effect? The Waters of Lamash 2 which is what it was. So the Waters of
Huh?
Lamash 2 are a whole thing, and I don't really like the way they worked. To be
What
honest,
do they do originally?
let me let me let me let me
Because
yeah,
if it's
let me
changing a shape changer, you also have to remember that it's probably a polymorph effect, which they can just
it's
go,
not a polymorph
yeah,
effect for sure.
no.
Like, it's
Okay.
definitely not a polymorph effect. What is it?
It's a transmutation effect, most definitely.
Sure, mate.
Or it's
Sure.
I'm the DM and it was just a thing, and
Yeah. It's
I'm the
that's the
conjuration.
DM.
rule.
Fuck you.
It's conjuration or creation.
Create. Okay.
Yeah. So, um, success on the save causes a creature to become violently ill, vomit up the fluid, and become sickened for 1d4 rounds. Failure indicates the water takes root and wreaks havoc on the victim's mind, 1d6 points of intelligence damage, and twists and deforms its body, dealing 1d6 points of dexterity damage. So the physical effect is more of a flavor. I'm really glad that it was
Okay.
you that got it, because I was able to tell that story of, yeah, there is a monstrous form in here somewhere that Toshi's hiding. Yeah.
That
So
Toshi's been hiding
yeah.
for how many years?
How many years? And luckily, you were able to convince everyone that, oh, it's just the waters, it's just that's all it is. But yeah,
Except for the priest.
except for the priest. This is very
Yes.
true. Yes, I think that was Father
Yes, Father Santa.
Xanthus or something like that.
Mhm.
Father Santa, apparently, according to my closed captions.
Santa dentist, Father Santa.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, my favorite
Adventuring.
moment. What was my favorite moment? I I would actually have to say, uh the Malfesh. Oh, you don't know that. The Okay, fine. The Malfesh battle. Battle.
Oh,
The
yeah, that thing.
big giant evil balls to the wall crazy demon creature.
Yeah.
Just
Um
not deal with that.
yeah. I honestly, I'm a big fan of that character, and I am very, very excited to see how you guys deal with that.
We're gonna come back at level like 9 or 10 and go like, okay, bitch, cracks knuckles.
Cool. Love that. Big fan. 9 or 10 works well for me.
Very concerned.
Yeah, that's
Very
fine.
concerned.
The voice for it was Chef's Kiss. Thanks, Curdles. I really appreciate that. um, but yeah, no, I'd say that just having you guys be so drained, like literally drained of your strength, and just so tired and so low on absolutely everything that you can do. just exhausted and tired, and I don't want to deal with this anymore. Somebody show me the way home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. But yeah, I'd say, yeah, like having you guys come up against something that is very clearly going to murder you if it gets the chance, and seeing how you guys just like, let's close the doors on that and not deal with it ever again. Thanks, bye. Because
Bye.
I have had one group actually take that on, and
And
they
how
were a
badly did they?
level, not super badly actually.
Oh.
They were able to kill it. However, um, they also were able to kill the druid as well. So
That was just bad luck.
they didn't have to get up out of
Mhm.
they didn't have to get up out of the prison and everything with the goblin fortress on top of them. They didn't have to fight their way out. They didn't have that sandwiching, like enemies above us, enemies below us. There's nowhere to go. We're stuck. Like they could have they and they did actually. I'm pretty sure they rest. They fought through the fortress, fought through the first level, barricaded off the second level so that nothing could get out, and then rested, and then went down into the bottom level there. But yeah, they did also not see the trap until they were on the other side of the bridge as well. That was fantastic. I was like, oh please, just. Please, just more than 3 of you walk across that bridge. Curdle says, mine was the Amiko scene with her father. Having the players have to see her past was so open was powerful. I'm really glad that you said that, because that has to be my second favorite moment is that and Amiko, because in my mind, and I play Amiko differently than how she is written. In the book, Longiku is human and Amiko is human. I don't like that. I like the story better if he is a full elf and she's a half elf, same as her brother Suto, which is also a half elf. I like that better. I like the way that feels better, and it gives Amiko a longer lifespan for
Drama.
later drama sort of thing. Yeah.
Don't you mean trauma, not drama?
I mean, look, that too. But yeah, and having Longiku, um, just have that outburst of rage.
That man was about to be stabbed.
Yeah, he was. Imagine how Amiko would have responded to you stabbing her father, because in the culture that she grew up in, technically she grew up in Magnamar or Sandpoint, but she was raised in a certain culture. In the culture that she grew up in, the father is the head of the house, and you like that's it. There is no more. There's no question about it.
Except for the fact that she's already going against his wishes.
Exactly. But just because she's going against his wishes doesn't mean that there's that sense of learned helplessness when dealing with a certain person.
Yep. That's why
Definitely.
Toshi would have stabbed him.
Good
Murder's
morning,
always the answer.
X15. How are
Remember
you
that,
today?
Hello.
Remember, guys, murder's the answer. There's
No,
no other answer.
no,
No, you're
no.
right. You're right. Murder's
I'm.
the question. Yes is the answer.
I think we're all doing really well, thanks X15. We're no murder hobos, please. Oh boy, the
I'm
moment
not a
my
murder hobo.
that is not what I said. Closed captions. Oh my god. These closed captions
Two homos.
really are
They're so bad. I
wrecking.
just
Yeah,
saw two
this.
homos.
Yeah, and I'm like,
So,
no, that's not what I said.
I
Yeah,
mean, like,
I found a online thing that'll do closed captions, which is really, really cool, but it doesn't like Australian accents. Like almost everything on the internet doesn't like Australian accents.
I mean, like, it's not even picking me up.
Yes, that's because it's run through a separate thing. It's run through my microphone, not through my
Ah.
yeah. It's actually not picking up you guys. But yeah, like I like it. I think I'm gonna keep it. Probably not for Runelords because it won't pick you guys up. But for everything else, I will. But yeah, aside from Voron and Hobos. uh, but yes, no. If you are wondering what we're doing at the moment, X15, we're having a bit of a chat and a bit of a wrap up on book one. So if you have any questions about book one, definitely chuck them my way. And yeah, so any questions at all you have, keep them sort of not spoilery for the next few books coming up. But yeah, I'm more than happy to answer questions of myself or the two players I have here. More than happy to answer those questions. Could run a virtual
So,
audio cable from Discord through into the CC thing. I could do, and I may do, but yeah. What cool moments? What cool moments? Moments. What cool moments did each party like? In GM included. We actually just went through that. Voron was very, very big fan of the kicking down the door and running in and murdering the Goblin Chief.
I was expecting so much of a harder fight.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
after we'd just been through all that,
yeah,
this is just like, oh, this is easy. What the
yeah.
hell?
It's almost like you were supposed to do that first. Weird, right?
Funny that. Funny that.
Toshi Raven's answer for Toshi was the Waters of Lamashtu in the underground complex there, and what that did to Toshi and how that would have affected the shape changing, which was really, really cool.
Yes.
Um,
I also did
yeah,
I did enjoy the moment that Voron's hammer broke.
yeah, I actually really like that as well. Yeah.
Because
Yep, go on.
for how small a weapon is breaking in a game like this, it's a very large moment when it's a personal weapon.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Did it have a
Um,
name?
yeah, did your hammer have a name?
No.
Oh,
Mm,
that's
Uh,
interesting.
because didn't earn its name yet.
interesting.
Because the here's your hammer, go out into the world situation
Yeah.
ended badly. And that whole sort of ritual and tradition hasn't been able to continue in Warren's life. So it didn't get to the point where it got a name.
X15 reckons it should be called MC. MC Hammer. Get it? Best
Yeah,
thing ever.
yeah. It's
Man, you're smashing at this with these
Oh
jokes.
no! Ouch.
But sorry, I'm getting so broken up about the story.
Oh, no.
think
Sorry to shatter the illusion here.
if we had continued with my hammer, it
mhm.
probably would have got something like Goblin Crusher or
Yeah, I get that.
something like that.
I would have to say that's a smashing good name.
Ow.
Look, I'm still hurt about it, okay?
About the hammer.
Yeah, just like there's a very specific reason that I picked up an eye socket piece.
Mm-hmm. I
It
get
was
that.
such a hit in the gut.
Yeah.
So
No,
much bludgeoning damage.
yeah. Well, imagine if it had got the final blow against the chief. That would have been, yeah.
Wait,
Chief,
Boren did.
chief, tribe faller or something like that. Like that would have been it. That would have been really, really cool. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm actually very, very excited about, and like I want to know how tribe breaker.
That would have been good.
Ooh, how good. We're gonna have to hire Curdles to come up with names for things. I tell you. I'm actually very, very interested to see how Voron goes, where Voron goes from here. what is that going to look like? Is Voron going to craft another hammer? Because he was given that other hammer, and I know what that means for his backstory. However,
Mhm.
like you said, that didn't end well.
Yeah, that's the
So,
comment that I had
There's
made.
that's which is where there's that yes and no
mm,
about
yeah,
that is it is such an important part of
yeah,
him. Um, like it's everything in his life up until that point
yeah,
was that,
mm,
and that's why if he does make another hammer, it's not going to be a giant skull head.
yeah.
Um, it'll
The
be something
cameras
else.
have frozen, but it's fine.
Yeah.
There we go.
My camera's always frozen.
So um, he wants to make another one.
Yep.
Um, just because he's done that, like he had that chat with Torag,
Yeah.
and he's accepted this and
Mm-hmm.
wants to forge that path forward,
Mm.
but he
Yeah.
doesn't want to forget where he's come from either.
Yeah,
And
so
it was
X15
good.
just made a really, really great point. Like reforging it in a way, like an Isildur's Bane type of thing, which I think that's really cool. That's a really cool idea. I was actually about to say something very similar to what Curdle's just said. Using that old piece to forge something new. Remembering it. I guess honoring it.
Yeah.
But recognizing that it's not where you are anymore. It's not where you that's where you came from. That is not your way forward.
Yeah, that's a good
That
idea.
Yeah.
that was my question with, are you going to reforge the bonds or are you going to make
Mm.
something new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because Warren could also just go, this was a broken weapon, I'm going to respect it,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to remake this bond that I've had with people who've treated me badly.
Definitely. Definitely.
Ah,
Another question that I haven't missed, but we were talking about other things. Is were there any moments where you guys just went, shit, we're about to die? Like this is it. This is the end.
I think that was the druids.
The druid fight, obviously, yeah.
Uh,
But other than that one,
Not really.
not really.
Not for me.
Yeah.
The whatever the hell that thing was.
The big crazy balls to the wall crazy dude.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
definitely a and Varn kept himself well composed
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
But the whole time it was like, I don't know if like maybe I've just broken whatever the enchantment is by walking in
Yeah.
here and we're fucked now.
Yeah.
Like
And
I'm too
a less
intentionally
charitable
pissed it off
DM
like
might have
that
been.
to like sit down
Yeah.
and listen to it and talk to it and then go, nah, I don't make deals with evil. And,
Nah, bye.
yeah.
I'm out.
So, my calmness was twofold about that, actually. First of all,
Yeah.
what idiot makes a sealed door that completely magically unseals when you open it and you don't know what's inside? If you're trapping something there, you either tell people what's inside if it automatically unseals when you open it, or you don't make a key.
Uh,
Toshi is just an
that's
arrogant bitch and was just like,
Clearly.
we're fine.
Yeah.
I can run faster
um,
than this thing, which is probably not true.
I
think there's
guarantee you
also
cannot.
definitely the druid.
Yeah.
Like you said, I was trying to make my way back to somewhere I could stand up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and that was, yeah. And that felt like such a defeated thing too.
Yeah.
Like we should have had that
Yeah, you should have.
like
100%.
dice rolls, and
Dice rolls, exactly.
that's where you just roll like
Dice rolls are dice rolls, yes. But I do also want to point out you were one party member down.
Mhm.
mm,
And Pounce
That
is nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
We were
it's
one party member.
mean.
Yeah. We were one party member down against what, 2 CR4 creatures?
Were they CR4? I think one was CR. Actually, when he wild shaped, he became CR4. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was that's a to put it lightly, fucking difficult
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah. 100%. In the past, when I have run that, and this
Mhm.
is why, this is how parties have steamrolled that encounter before. I haven't used the wild shape ability at all.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
be- because a druid CR should be the equal at least to the most powerful creature it can wild shape into.
yeah, 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 definitely.
And it should be
Um,
higher than that because it
I
can do it multiple
100%
times.
agree. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Druids are nasty. Like druids are, and
Mhm.
this one wasn't exactly super smart, but this one was old for a goblin,
Mhm.
old
Like
for a
10.
goblin. Yeah, he was like 10 years old. It's fine. Um, and like had a high wisdom score, so cunning.
Yeah.
Uh,
How
yeah.
do you know in the AP how we were supposed to win that fight, or were we just supposed to run?
No, we were meant to just
You
fight our way through it.
you were meant to fight your way through it. I think most APs sort of assume that you're going to have four party members, which
Mhm.
is why I have introduced Saf into the mix.
Halfway.
We're not going there.
We
Yeah, which
all
is why I've
know,
introduced Saf into the mix there.
yeah, but it's still 2 CR4 creatures
Yeah,
against a party of second level
yeah. I
characters.
think you were still second level. You were meant to be third at that point. Funny. Um, if you
Also,
had rested, but just before that fight, you would have been third level for that fight. You leveled, you leveled up technically,
Yeah,
as you got
oh,
to Nettlewood.
and that entire combat would have gone so much
Yeah,
better.
yeah, definitely. You would have had extra sneak attack. Vorin would have had extra abilities. Solomon would have had extra abilities. All that sort of stuff. Like it definitely it changed. It changed the how it all worked because you
And
guys were
Toshi would not have shot Vorin accidentally because
yes,
that point I would have
yes,
had precise shot and I wouldn't have to deal with that.
definitely, definitely.
also,
Um,
adventure paths don't really assume a smart monster either.
no, that is very
They
true. No, 100%. Yeah, I'm realizing that very, very quickly. Especially
yeah.
this one. The last time I ran it, I didn't run the anniversary edition. So this is actually new. I still ran the edition, excuse me, that used the 3.5 rules. So this is updated and it's actually harder. So yeah, and that's why I like to play. Not I like to play sort of monsters one to their intelligence, but more so to their instincts and personality.
Mhm.
If something is
Because
mad, it's going to be more likely to fight to the death. If something is scared, it's going to be more likely to run away.
mhm.
But yeah,
Though what's really fun is that ancient red dragons are smart,
yeah,
but they're also pompous fools.
exactly, yeah, 100%. So it leads. So in that
Same there.
situation, in that scenario, that red dragon is way more likely to underestimate
Mhm.
what is it? I think underestimate the players. I think is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say. Yeah. So it's
they
not gonna use all of its abilities immediately because it feels like it doesn't need to. So it might be easier at the start, and then it'll realize, oh shit, this is not going my way.
yeah, like when it hits that
Yeah.
like 50 HP mark, it goes,
Hmm.
"Oh shit."
Breath weapon. Yeah.
Evasion.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Toshi stepped
Um.
an inch to the right. Still in the middle of the cone.
Right, it's
Dodged
fine.
completely.
It's fine. So just to go back through chat here, Curdles, about your reforging your weapon is back of a weapon like Mercy and changes grip to the side of blades his old weapon connected his past. That's Vengeance. I don't really know what that means. I feel like that's a an Overwatch reference.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
guessing
never
it is.
played Overwatch, so I don't know. Don't know what that
It's-
is.
I'm not entirely sure either.
Curdles, explain. Explain yourself.
I pointedly only took that one little piece, though.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
Yeah.
pick up
No.
all of
No.
this
You,
card,
yes, very much only just the one piece.
so
Yeah,
I
and it's
don't
probably
have-
probably a piece about yay big, and it's probably like most of a skull or something like that.
I was picturing just like this bit
Yeah.
of an eye socket.
So it's
Oh,
almost
sorry.
like Phantom of the Opera sort of mask sort of
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. Next.
I like
X15,
the idea
sorry.
of the combining that
Yeah.
and having like a half giant
Yeah.
skull, half goblin.
Yeah.
Interesting, but we'll see what I decide to do.
Yeah, it'll be totally up to you. I'm more than willing to work with you on whatever you want to do with this. So, send me a message. I know
Yeah.
you will.
Oh dear. So, small tangent of a story of just like how difficult what seems to be easy level encounter should be. GM was like, hey, I want you to make a thing for my party. I sort of want to be surprised with it. They're like,
Yeah.
you have 2,000 gold to spend. This is for 5e. You have 2,000 gold
Okay.
to spend. You have 4 kobolds. You have to try to kill party.
Oh, super
Party
easy.
of
Oh, so
Yeah,
easy.
it's
Come on.
super easy. I did the easiest way possible.
Yeah.
A party of level 3s. I just bought a wand of fireballs.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Easy.
This is 5e2, so that is 8d6.
Yep. Nasty.
Boop.
Wow. X15 says their party, I took it through, had 5. So was that level 5 or 5 people? More players, so it must be 5 people. They had a tough fight. So that must have been the druid one. And yeah, like it is designed to be a tough fight. The rest of them, they weren't difficult at all. And you guys, I feel like, would agree with that. The rest of those fights in there, not super difficult. The only difficulty that came with that, people, yeah, definitely. The only difficulty that came with that was from the squeezing rules. That's what made it hard, not the actual encounter themselves. But yeah, I definitely tend to agree that like that is meant to be a challenging fight, and you're kind of almost meant to be a little bit surprised by how difficult it is. But yeah,
I completely forgot about one of my favorite parts.
yeah.
Toshi biting the wizard.
Oh yeah, brilliant, just so good, so good.
Caught you so off guard.
Oh yeah, definitely, without a question.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely did. I was like, rude for one.
The best part about it is that Toshi gets full sneak attack damage
Yeah,
on that form.
it's so good. Seems a little broken, but like it's
not,
fine.
though,
You're
when
right.
you
It
think
isn't
about it.
because it is actually eventually it's going to be a lot harder for you to hit with that form. So
Actually, no,
yeah.
because I get my base attack bonus.
You would
It's
too, wouldn't
going
you?
to.
Gross.
Yeah. That's why it's a feat. And I'm not usually supposed to get it until I think I
Yeah.
need to be at least 6th level.
Yeah,
But I
fair.
took it as a racial trait.
Yeah, you would.
I
No,
went
that's
like,
so
oh,
fine.
this will be cute. The party will have a fake pet.
I've had some comments because there's a few people
Uh-huh.
I know that just sort of lurk in the chat, and that's fine. Love all lurkers. All lurkers are valid. But they've said to me is like, what's the deal with the fox? I'm just like, look, all you need to know is chaos incarnate. That's it. That's all you need to know.
So Toshi in fox form is normal Toshi, but with chaos, but also has the ability to get away with almost anything because
Literally, yeah.
nobody knows
Because,
it's
yeah.
Toshi.
Well, I mean, the party does now.
Yeah, but who's gonna fucking believe them when
Oh,
they
for
say,
sure, for sure. No,
when the guard come
mhm.
along and say, "Hey, a fox robbed the store the other night. Do you have any idea about it?" And the party just
Yes.
and they would have
Varun's gonna
just
be
like
probably more along the lines of, pay that back, will you? Give it back. Give it back.
give it
You
back,
stupid fox. Give it
drop
back.
it,
Drop
drop
it.
it.
Yes, yes.
It's like the lady who got her camera stolen by a fox.
What? You need to post a link to
Oh,
that. If that's a video, you need to
yeah.
post a link to that video in the Discord.
Yes.
What's the next question? Oh, it's for me. Hello. Am I planning on keeping the DMPC or get another play? Okay, so that's a whole thing. I don't really want to add another player to the mix because I feel like between the four of us, we've got a really great chemistry, and I think three of you guys is good. However, that being said, the reason I decided to add, and I'm not going to call it a DMPC because I'm not going to play it like a PC. What it's going to be is going to be more like a hireling or a support character. It's going to be like a hireling or a cohort. It's going to be closer to that. Um, the reason I decided to introduce this character is because Raven, you were talking about Toshi multiclassing, and I kind of felt that was something that you didn't really want to do, and
It,
I wanted to provide you guys
yeah.
another option. If you guys decide that
Toshi.
you don't want Seth to follow you
Yeah.
guys and join the party, they don't have to.
Mhm. Toshi. Toshi inevitably is probably going to multi-class.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think you wanted to do
So
it this early, and I don't think you wanted to multi-class
yeah,
into like wizard or something like that.
yeah. I wasn't really thinking wizard or arcanist
Yeah, exactly.
or anything else, but it's
And
just
that
like
was
it
that's why.
works.
Yeah,
There are some really fun exploits with
yeah,
arcanist that
yeah.
I
There
could
are.
mix with rogue, and Adam will hate me even more.
Yeah, that's half the other reason. Oh boy,
Oh, are you ready for me to be able to turn invisible?
I'm so not ready. Um,
down.
but yeah, no, I'm actually I actually think that to be honest, to be serious about that question, I'm actually think that that's going to be a very good addition to your power level as a party. You being able to get that sneak attack off pretty consistently, I guess is a good word. You
Yeah.
being able to get that sneak attack off pretty consistently is brilliant. That can only be good for the party.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it's
I
going to
re
like lower the challenge, like how hard some of the encounters are as well.
I can only do it twice a day for
Yeah,
now.
yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah, but that's 2 free sneak attacks
Yeah,
after combat
yeah,
started,
and
which
it's only
is
one round, isn't it? What ability
no.
is that?
Okay, so it is Vanish the Ninja Tal or Trick.
Oh, okay, yep.
So it lasts for 4 rounds and it's invisibility. So
Hmm.
when I attack with it, it's gone.
Okay, well, yeah, fair.
It's it lasts for amount of rounds equal to my level.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Um,
Disagree. I like the
yeah.
dynamic. Just curious. I am all for it. I love Seth. Seth's fun. I do. I'm a big fan of Seth so far.
God,
But that being
you're
said, they are going to take a back seat.
get ready to
Yeah.
roleplay a lot,
Thanks.
Adam. Get ready.
It's fine. Fine.
Once again, also, have you been studying up on the Magnamarian
Nope.
cults?
Not at all.
Yoshi knows each and every one.
Oh,
Good luck.
great. I hate everything about this.
Joshi's
Look,
had fun for 4 years.
just as a personal favor, can you not instead?
Let me roll for this.
It's not a chance. Magic 8 ball. It's not looking good.
No, I have a Fader Fudge dice somewhere.
Oh, great. I don't need that. I don't need that at all. But yeah,
Good
that's
luck.
good luck. That is that is something that I will be looking into. But that being said, yeah.
I have no life, meaning I look at these things.
You can
Like,
send
I
me a
read the
Cliff's notes
wiki.
and I'll read through the Cliff's notes. I'm very down for that.
I think they're like 200 Imperial Lords,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, there
most
is.
of them
I'm
have
not doing
cults
that
of
work.
Magnamar.
I'm not doing that work. I will
If
make
I'm
it up
doing the
before
work,
I
they're
do the
reading.
research. I'm not gonna lie. I'll homebrew it so that there are none in Magrimmar.
But that's one of the like main reasons for the city in many of the APs.
Weird, right? I don't know what
And
happened.
also,
They
I've already
just
established it.
disappeared.
I've already established it.
Yeah, something like you must have fallen through the cracks of an alternate reality somehow. The only difference is that there are no Imperial Lord cults in Magmar.
Well, screw you. I'm still worshipping them.
That's fair. No, like I have a life, okay? I can't I have things that I need to do and I don't want to do the research on 200 Imperial Lords. So I'm not going to. So like I said, I will 100% make it up on the spot. I will have the deity like list off to the right there. I'll be like, yeah, this is how it goes, and I'll be like read it as I'm making shit up on the spot.
And then I'm reading and going, well,
Nope,
are you
nope.
sure about that?
Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Just take what I say as gospel, okay? Just in that.
Hey, Adam,
No,
Adam.
no, don't
Are you
make
sure about
me.
that?
Don't make me.
Are you sure about that?
Don't make me beg. Because I will.
Hey, wish. Ooh.
Oh no. You're the worst.
I know.
Magnemar is a great city, for sure. X15. I really love Magnemar, and I love I, I love the politics of it.
Mhm.
I don't know as much as I'm going to know about the politics of it, but it's fascinating,
I
how it
barely know the
works.
politics of it. I literally just looked up
I need to
the
frame that curse.
names. I need to look. I just looked up the names of the noble houses. Went, that one sounds good.
That's fair. And funnily enough, the
It works out well.
the name of the noble house that you married into is the same as the mayor in Sandpoint.
Yeah.
Interesting, huh?
How's the mayor feeling about that?
She's fine. Honestly, I think she like I kind of yes. Yes. That's Are you in the Twitch chat there, Raven?
Perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no. Toshi's known
That
about them
tracks.
for a while. Toshi, honestly, Toshi
This
actually
is going off the
learned
rails very
cross-dressing
quickly.
from them.
You
And
expected it not to.
I was kind of hoping that chat
to
wasn't going to be the one that would send it off. It's fine.
Toshi learned a lot about cross-dressing and appearing as someone of
Something
the
that they
opposite
are
or
not.
neutral sex.
That's fair.
Well, no, Toshi already knew how to do that.
Fair.
Toshi's true form is the fox, not the
Oh, you're fine.
hybrid,
It's
the
totally
fox.
fine. Yeah, yeah, no,
No,
I get
but yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah, no, for
Oh no,
sure.
I've just like an edited list of equipment that I keep forgetting to put into my rogues kit,
Fair. Fair call. Oh yeah,
such as
speaking of, I
like
need to go through that. What?
I It doesn't change the weight or the price or anything. It's just like
No, no,
specific sets of clothes
it's fine.
and that sort of thing.
No, that's not what I was looking for. It's not what I was
What were
thinking.
you looking for?
Nothing. You don't need to worry about that.
Ooh.
Let's open it up again. I think we're going to go for another 5-10 minutes or so. So are there any other questions that anyone has about book one, possibly what I'm looking to do in the future, what we are, without spoilers obviously. Any other questions that you guys have, more than happy to answer them. If not, then we'll have finishing statements, I guess, from I'm not answering that question, Curdles. That's not happening. Favorite character? Amiko.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
No, my favorite character to play is Amiko. Love character. Love the character of Amiko, especially the way, like, the changes that I've made. Big fan. Amiko, hands down. What about
I
you?
need to
What about you
play.
guys?
Oh god. I need to play one shot to make you play Toshi.
Oof. Ouch. You don't want that, trust me.
No, I know even better one.
Ask
You,
ask ask my
all
ask my
three of you,
DM.
all three of you need a Jaeger Toshi as I just throw
Ooh,
random encounters of their
amazing.
travels
I'm a
at
big
you
fan.
guys.
I shotgun Fox Toshi. And then you can finally feel my pain.
No, I will enjoy every
I'm
second of
sure
it.
you will. So,
Look,
favorite characters, NPC or otherwise, like, what do you guys reckon? You can
Who wants
say
to hear?
Voron, that's fine.
no, it's not.
Who wants to hear a joke?
I'm not. I was going to say the Forge but it's actually not.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah,
He's a fun
it's
character. What
not
was his
entirely what
nature
I
check?
pictured,
No.
which
What
is fine.
Yeah.
what was the nature check for when he was looking at me? To see if I was actually Kitsune?
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
That would have been a perception check to see through my disguise.
I rolled the perception check with a physical die because I didn't want it popping up and I forgot that you could do GM
Uh,
rolls. And I think I rolled a 16. Plus, with his bonuses, there's absolutely no chance that he missed it.
Actually, no. Um, my DC was a 30, so he has a
Yeah,
plus
so
14.
he
At
has a
minimum,
plus
it was a 30.
27.
What level is he?
it's matter.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, that does.
No, it
To me,
does
No,
not.
emotionally,
To you,
I would have.
emotionally, maybe. Yeah. No. No.
um,
Wait, I can actually math this out. Because if he has a 27 and he most likely doesn't have a headband from what I've seen, meaning he doesn't have that at least. If he has at least a +5 or +6 from his modifiers, that means he has at least a +21, meaning he must be getting a bonus to perception from somewhere else other than levels,
Yeah,
if he is
weird,
a level
right?
20 character. It turns out he's actually a steel dragon in disguise.
Obviously. Yeah.
I think it would be more like a Earth Dragon.
Yeah, I feel like he'd probably be more of a primal dragon.
Primal, definitely one
Yeah.
of the primal dragons.
Yeah.
The reason why I went
Too
with
much
steel
non-DM
dragon
math there.
Hmm.
The reason why I go with Steel Dragon is because they hide extremely well.
Which
Fair.
actually brings a question from me
Oh yeah.
is what's the likelihood of being able to play a Dragon Shaman if Voron and backup character dies?
Look. You did not miss a dragon, no. Actually, well, you might have missed a dragon. Did you see the last episode there, X15? Because then you might have missed a dragon. Possibly, maybe.
I mean, like Toshi with Dragon the Stick. I mean, what?
Solomon definitely thought he saw a dragon. For sure.
Um, okay. I also want to say with backup characters, I'm so torn between playing an Amdura and a monk. I
fair.
need help.
That's fair. I have not even looked at Omdura, so I'll have to look at it.
Mixed Paladin, Inquisitor, Cleric,
Just
and yeah,
basically, it's
oh,
just divine. Was there patch involved? There was not. No, just a lot of distance, and it was kind of like it was a dark shape of it. Dragon's Punch Bowl. So you know.
how big was it? Oh, about this big.
Yeah, how big was it? Oh,
Huge.
this big. But it was a long way away. Honestly, that was probably my one of the best things I've ever heard him say. That was phenomenal. Oh, about this big, but it was really far away.
like when Solomon's really in
Oh
character, it's
god.
just like,
Oh, it's perfect. It's brilliant. I love it.
yes.
I love it.
When Solomon's like embracing the teenager.
Yeah. 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 It's all this big.
I also love discussion of, oh yeah, all this is normal. Wait, this
Wait.
isn't normal for normal
Wait.
people.
Yeah. This is not normal, Toshi. Come on.
No, buddy, this is not normal.
This is not normal.
What you are experiencing would be called trauma in some civilizations.
Yeah, look, this isn't even in some similar civilizations. It's all of them. It's most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to answer your question, Chuck, if it's finished and we feel like it's pretty balanced, then sure. But
There is
but yeah,
most of the dragons are done.
this is
We've
true.
done most of them. It's just anything from primal on we haven't finished.
Would you want to play one of those anyway?
Not to test it out. They're a little bit odd.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And it's hard to. I think the reason that we haven't finished them is because they're so hard to try and make unique.
Yeah, I get that.
And there's already so many that we've done.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I would probably play a Xamon variant, to be honest.
Yeah, big fan.
You guys play a 3.5 class, I'm playing fucking Kineticist and no one can stop me.
It's not a 3.5 class. It's actually it's a home. Well, it's a. I wouldn't call it a homebrew. It's a.
Well, Dragon Shaman is 3.5, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're converting it to Pathfinder.
Changed.
Yeah, we are converting it to Pathfinder to help
how
it work.
it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can do psionics?
Psionics, look. The only reason I even say maybe on the Dragon Shaman is because I built it, basically. Like, I know exactly how it works, and I know that it's not going to destroy everything in front of me, probably.
I
do have to play test it.
Yeah, we do have to play test it for sure. Allow them. You reckon allow? Kurtles reckons allow psionics.
I say do not.
Look, I'm gonna have to go with Chuck.
They are
broken.
Are they though?
Even if Adam allows it, I wouldn't play it because I've broken how it works, and I would find it difficult not to just
break it again.
Break it. Because my characters play it smart. Toshi plays it smart, so they're choosing things that would make them even better.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, definitely.
Except for DR Psionics actually is the equivalent to DR Magic.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like a psionic resistance, or like make it like spell resistance or something like that.
Oh no, they have rules for making magic resistance and spell resistance the same thing. Cool. Quite a few of the abilities just mesh with no magic. But now, I broke psionics in the most horrifying way possible. So you guys remember when I was talking about like my kineticist with that broken game that I left, right? With like 200 damage per hit.
I still can't comprehend that.
My psionics character with one of 3 attacks dealt 1,500 fire damage, and then I need to apply vulnerability and 150% extra damage from Mythic.
And see, my brain just stops working.
Don't
It's just
understand
yeah.
how or why.
Couldn't tell you.
Okay, let
Curdles
me
would
break
like
it
to.
down.
Curdles will actually like to hear about the broken kineticist or the broken psionicist. Which one? Which one are you
Uh,
thinking?
the broken kineticist is really dumb how it broke. Because it didn't break. Like,
Didn't break. That's just how it is. Gross.
kineticist is only good when things aren't immune or have magic resistance.
Yeah.
And so many things honestly have magic resistance or
Yeah.
resistance to fire damage or lightning damage or that sort of thing that it really degrades how useful it is.
Yeah, I get that. So, is it like a when you say you broke psionics, is it like a loophole kind of thing?
It was a loophole on top of me. Oh, you guys froze for me. Well,
That's okay.
I'm gonna wait till
We're
you
good.
guys come
No,
back.
we're good. We can hear. Maybe they
Uh-oh.
can't
Oh,
hear
yeah, there you
us.
go.
Hello.
Hello? Who knows?
No, go on. Boom.
Oh no, gone, gone. Hello?
Back. Hopefully.
Hello? Oh, you in there? Who knows? Raven has disappeared into the void, like most of us would like to. What?
Bye.
Who knows? Let's check on Discord. No, I think,
This is
I
it's
think,
done.
I
I think
think,
it's done.
yeah, I tend to agree. I think we might have to call it there because I'm just gonna have to for the last part of this. um, that's okay, Raven. I think we are going to call it there anyway. We were going to finish up in a few minutes anyway. I will say one last. Any final questions? I'll take one more question. Make it a good one if there's anyone out there that has one. Or, um, have you got a question of some sort, of any sort? It's like
No. No.
no,
I don't.
you don't.
I
I
have a
would I
crossbow
would fix
combo.
this, but we're just gonna finish it in a second. So
Yeah,
hey,
that's
look,
fine. I've got a question actually for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
So when are we gonna play the archaeologist and bodyguard again? Because I wanna.
Because you wanna.
Because I wanna.
Okay. Um, I have a very full week. Probably.
A very empty week. Which
Yeah. It's probably
I've
not
had
going to
two
be
very empty
until
weeks.
yeah, yeah. No, I get that. Um, I could probably do Saturday afternoon. That'd be and that'll be like 9, 10, 11, 12, starting at 1 o'clock at the absolute earliest. Probably even 2 o'clock to get some lunch in. You got work?
I gotta work Saturday.
Of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that,
So we'll make it. We'll work it out.
yeah, we will talk more for sure. I don't think Raven's coming back. I was sort of stalling to see if we would be able to get Raven back to say goodbye.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to. Thanks everyone for joining us
No.
for this book 1 Q&A. Definitely feel free to jump in Discord if there are lurkers around. If you would like to ask any other questions, follow the link there. And yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, I should have that link somewhere on the YouTube. Not 100% sure where, but yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Curdles. I'm thinking we'll definitely do this after every book, after the final sort of wrap up. This is definitely the end. There's no more to do with that book. I mean, obviously there's a few things that we can do, but yeah, I think we'll do this after every book. It'll definitely be before we start the next one, and it'll be in some downtime in that downtime between books. But yeah, hopefully we'll have everyone with us next time, and I'll just sit up a little bit. I'll half stand up. How about that? Is that yeah? Yeah, that's better. So stupid. So stupid. And then as soon as I do it, wow. In any case, thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you for watching, and we will see you all next Tuesday, same time, same start time for Rise of the Runelords. Or I will be streaming Majora's Mask on Thursday this week, or Dyson Sphere program again on Friday. So there's a bunch of different stuff on, and I'm more than happy to talk any sort of D&D, Pathfinder, whatever on other games. I'm more than happy with that. Just feel free to jump in and yeah, chat. So we'll jump over to our end screen. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
Go to bed, Red.